Hi friends, this is Ayan from Billionaire Traders Club, and this is 30th of September 2021, the last expiry of September. So as we saw that as we can see, market Nifty fell by about 0.5%, and it closed around 17618.15, down by 93.15%. Sensex below 60,000 closed again about 0.5%, down by 286.91%. Nifty Bank almost we can't say 1%, but 0.84%, down by 317.90. VIX did cool down a bit, but now it is 3 days of direct falls in Nifty, and this could lead to even more fall if market participants or the retail traders get panicky. But this is also a good time to buy, since one can have good opportunities in good stocks. Let's look at the Asian markets. Rather the Australian as well as Asian markets. Japanese market, as we had seen last time round, 0.31%, down by 91.63%. Australian and New Zealand markets were greenish. Shanghai was about 1% up. Shenzhen was 1.63% up. China FTSE 0.32%. Dow Jones, Shanghai by 0.88%. They were all up. Hang Seng was down by 0.36%. Kospi was sort of flattish, 1 to 8%. We can call it bullish if we want. Let's look into European markets, which have closed by now, and German market is negative 0.68%, 104 points down. FTSE down by about 0.31%, 21 points. French market 40%. Euro stocks by 32 points, 0.80%. US markets are not very positive. S&P 500 VIX is 23.73. We can see that Dow Jones is down by 423.53 points. S&P 500 by 0.72%. Nasdaq is flattish, and small cap 2000 is 0.15%. So we can see that US markets are also pretty red. And let's look into SGX. We will have a fair knowledge of how the Nifty futures are behaving on Singapore market, which is open for a while. At 10:30 it is 17,552, down by another possibly 50 points from Nifty's closure. Dow Jones, we can see futures is down below on 15 minutes at below 200 days moving average. USD INR as of 8:15 it is showing. As of 8:30 it is 74.170. It has fallen a bit. US dollar index, if we see, it's 94, so it had risen, but it's now finding support at 94.126, and it's around above 94 at the moment. Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin 1 hour, then 4 hour. So it's still in the no trade zone, so no trade recommendations for Bitcoin at the moment. So let's quickly jump into Nifty's days trades, and as I told, even though it was like trailing little short during the day, almost flattish around 12 o'clock, as I had come and shown to you that there was a fall, and after this fall the recovery was difficult. There were some corrections, some recoveries, and each of them were good opportunities to take short. You can see that whenever it touched EMA 20 it fell down, and there was not much recovery left, and possibly tomorrow it can recover, since whenever there is a panic there is a good opportunity to go up. So all those who are hearing, the good strategy would be to wait for half an hour, 1 hour, and go long. Usually it gives a good opportunity, market gives a good opportunity for recovery after, if there is a 3 days continuous fall. It's a secret strategy. You can look into my YouTube channel, so where you will find what to do if there is a 3-day continuous fall. Same was observed for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty started falling around 12 o'clock and there was no recovery possible. So we will see what FIIs and DIs have done, and what possibly could have been the reasons. Dow Jones is falling now. Let's look in morning what happens there. US markets have been falling for a while also. Let's look into daily charts if we want to see the Dow Jones. So Dow Jones has had 1-2 falls, to a bit of stalling in here. So let's see what happens. See if you want to see some of the candles 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's always a recovery. So something like that usually happens if it is a continuous fall. You will find recoveries in stocks. Let's look at 3 stocks that we have. Before that, let's look into where the indices are at the moment, where the option chain is existing, and what could be the strategy for next week. So this is the highest open interest extract that has been taken directly from NSE. So you can see 7th October, 28th October options are the highest open interest, and you have 19,000 call as highest open interest at the moment. So यहाँ से you can expect market players to take Nifty up. So and 17,000 is has been a constant put option where the open interest has been there. So this is maybe a hedge that has been kept and moved along. The contracts have been moved by FIIs and DIs by institutions to ensure there is a hedging. And seeing that 19,000 as a 7th October contract, I believe there might be some recovery. So those who are looking into selling contracts, they need to be careful where they are selling, because 19,000 open interest is pretty high, and then you have 18,500 and 18,000 calls which are pretty high. So if these contracts are very high, then do not expect market to cross these. But if in next few days, if you see these contracts reducing, as you can see that there is a percentage change in this, if there is a huge percentage change, you know that somebody is selling off those contracts. These calls are being washed off. So we can expect new and the open interest to move below. So keeping a good eye in this is on the options is very good practice. So that's why I follow this method. I keep a track on a daily basis where the options are moving, where the highest open interest is moving, so that I have a good bird's eye view of where the how the options open interest or highest open interest are moving. So where the institutions or the big players are keeping their money. Likewise, let's look into Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty's calls highest open interest at 38,000, 37,500, 41,000, 39,000, and this is where highest call rating has been done at 37,500, which transfers into a 41,000 call is where it is furthest, and I see that at 41,000 37,500 is where heavy call rating has been done by FIDI PRO. So I don't expect Bank Nifty to go above 37,500. Neither do I expect 18,000 to be broken in last few days, unless the option changes drastically. But there might be some recovery, but Bank Nifty may not allow that recovery to be too high. So I expect further redishness in Bank Nifty, even if Nifty does recover a bit. So that was what was there, and let's look into some of the other charts on daily charts. These are 3 stocks which are in my recommendation. Bank Nifty, if you Bank of Baroda, if you see, has had good moves. There is huge volumes in there, but if you see there, it's formed a sort of tiny candle. I'll not take the name of the candle for layman. I'll just tell you what is the price action. Price action just shows that there might be some correction in here at this point, but as long as RSI stays above 55, one can take a long position at this position. So let it correct, and then you take up a buy position at 79.55 or 80. GAIL, again, GAIL is something that we can see, because these are high beta stocks, it has fallen along with Nifty, but it has because of its intrinsic value and RSI been above 60, it still maintains some up movement. There might be some correction, or EMA may move up. So whenever it recovers from EMA, and if it is above 55, RSI is above 55 or 60, then you can take new longs. Those who are in this stock in GAIL should continue to hold this stock. Power Grid is a stock that is correcting, and this stock is best for you to wait. You can see RSI is also dipping a bit. So, but it is if you are already in the stock, hold the stock, and you can buy more once it recovers from EMA 20. So this is the play that is there between the candle and EMA 20. That EMA 20 always sticks to. You can see that it always sticks to the stocks. So whenever it is away from the stock, it means it has. It's like a bad boy or bad son who has moved away from the mother. The mother either goes to the son, or the son goes to the mother. So if the son goes to, there will be a bit of correction. If the mother goes to the son, then there will be very little correction, and then you can buy at that position. So friends, this was my little update and my views on trades to be taken. I hope you have had a profitable trade. in the last few days and in today in expiry, and I hope you will continue to have profitable trades. I hope you are enjoying my enjoying and learning something from my podcast as well as my videos. Keep on learning, keep on earning, and keep on being profitable. This is Ayan from Billionaire Traders Club.